If Biden actually cared that the Israeli government is attacking hospitals, schools, UN shelters, and the such, he would actually say something to Netanyahu about it and like threaten to take away funding or something. But Biden has done nothing really because Biden also supports the genocide of Palestinian people, which is why he is in support of funding Israel.
Back at the Indonesian hospital, my colleague spoke with the hospital administrator who said that President Biden needs to do more to protect hospitals in Gaza because, quote, he's the only one Netanyahu will listen to. Could you comment on that? And also, is the U.S. at all concerned that Israel is being seen, rather, as attacking one Gaza hospital after another, and also areas in the south now?
The president, in every conversation that he has with Prime Minister Netanyahu, and it's not just him, Secretary Blinken, Secretary Austin, Jake Sullivan, the whole team here, at every instance, continues to urge Israelis to be as cautious and as deliberate and as careful as they can in conducting these operations against Hamas, which they have a right and a responsibility to do, to go after Hamas. They also have a right and a responsibility, an added burden, if you will, because of the way Hamas fights, to do everything they can to look after civilian casualties. It is a part.
Which they're doing very little, actually, with Benjamin Netanyahu talking about committing a genocide against the Palestinian people, and the Israeli government attacking UN shelters and stuff, places that are off limits to war. The Israeli government doesn't care if they kill citizens or not.
Part of every discussion that we're having with our Israeli counterparts. And I'm sorry, the second question was?
The second question was, is the United States at all concerned that Israel is seen attacking hospital after a hospital?
Well, as I said, I think in my previous answer, we don't want to see hospitals as battlegrounds. We don't want to see firefights in hospitals. Now, as we've also said, at least when it comes to Al-Shifa, I don't have any intelligence on this Indonesia hospital, but at Al-Shifa, we did have intelligence that corroborated the Israeli claims that Hamas was using it as a command and control node.
Okay, then where is this evidence that the hospital was being used as a command center? Because so far, the evidence that the Israeli government has given is bogus.
So it puts an added burden on Israel as they conduct operations in and around hospitals to be even more discriminate and more careful. Because again, you got real live patients, real live doctors, real live nurses that you got to look out for. On the other hand, you've got a real life threat. You got a group that seems to think it's okay to bury themselves in the basement of a hospital and use it to command and control their operations. And that.
Okay, what about the other side that believes they get to genocide the entire Palestinian population because of the actions of
presents a viable, legitimate threat to the security of the Israeli people. So it's about striking that balance.